Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days is one of the worst games I have ever played in the entirety of my human existence. A very good example of a game that has aged like milk. Where do I even begin? The gameplay starts off okay, then becomes unbearably bad the further into the game you play. The movement is very rigid and clunky, and sometimes even being the reason you die in the game. There were multiple times when the movement was so clunky and unresponsive that I died in the same place multiple times. The guns and shooting are no better, some of the worst bullet spray I have ever seen in any game I have ever played. The bullet spray is so bad that there might as well not even be a reticle in the game. There were many times where my reticle was on an enemy and the bullet spray literally shot an outline of the enemy, just about highlighting the enemy and hitting everything but the enemy. The gun selection is not that bad, but honestly the shooting is so bad it really makes no difference. There is only one sniper rifle, and there is also a basic rifle that is pretty much accurate for getting headshots, but the sniper rifle doesn't even have a scope in mechanic for the game. The game just zooms in without a scope, even though you can see the sniper rifle has a scope. In Kane and Lynch Deadman, the sniper rifle has a scope and a scope in mechanic, and Deadman is just a much better game. The graphics of the game is somehow worse than the first game. Seems like they were going for a very dark and gritty aesthetic, but the game just looks very unpolished and unfinished. Deadman's graphics was really good for its time, but Dog Days just looks like a downgrade compared to Deadman. Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days' strong suit is probably its story. No matter how bad the game is, you have this feeling of wanting to see the game through to the end. Even though the game has horrible gameplay, bad graphics, and a pretty mediocre story, you have that feeling that you must see it through to the end. My conclusion is that Kane and Lynch 2 Dog Days is a hit or a miss. Some people love it, some people hate it. If you can look past the mid-story, very repetitive narrow corridor shooting gameplay, and disappointing graphics, there's a pretty decent game to be had here. I feel that everything can be fixed with a proper sequel, but IO Interactive lost the rights to Kane and Lynch after being dropped by Square Enix, and now who knows if we will ever get a proper sequel. And with that, this is the Chili Man signing off. I thank everyone for watching. Peace out.